My horrible groomsmen hired a girl to rope me on my bachelor party. I blew up my wedding and uninvited all groomsmen. Plus update, before I met my fiancée, I was not a good person. I manipulated and used women, intimately and emotionally, all the time and thought it was cool and fun. This was partly because of my unresolved trauma from women in my childhood. When I graduated from college, I started taking care of myself, physically, emotionally, and most importantly mentally. I was able to afford therapy and really worked hard on myself to change and become a better man. My best man knew about this, and has followed my journey and has been generally very supportive. He too has started to see how toxic our behavior was and is basically more or less on the same path to becoming a better person. Our other friends, groomsmen, not so much. I met my fiancée shortly after the changes I made. My fiancée really helped me heal from my trauma and has embraced me with all my flaws. I feel so loved and cared for, and she's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. Not to mention that her family has welcomed me since day one. I've opened up to her about everything and she's well aware of my friend group and how they are. She ended up actually encouraging me to have a bachelor party so I wouldn't miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I told the boys I didn't want anything to do with strippers, strip clubs, or any variation of naked or semi-naked girls. They agreed. We went to a hotel with a casino and gambled for most of the afternoon. In the evening we went back to our room and drank some more, and by the time it was 9 p.m., I was completely wasted. This is where things took a turn for the worse. My groomsmen were talking to a group of girls when we were gambling in the afternoon who were doing a bachelorette party. They invited them to our room and they showed up at 9. When they showed up, things got crazy. We all went to a club, at which point I pretty much blacked out. I remember telling my best man to take me back and that I didn't feel good about being this drunk at a club, but he just sort of shrugged and laughed it off. The next thing I remember is coming in and out of consciousness while one of the bridesmaids from the other party was unzipping my pants in her hotel room. I tried to push her away but kept blacking out, and I even mustered enough energy to say out loud, "Please stop, I don't want to." She kept going and I ended up finishing. When I woke up the next morning I was back in our hotel room. I thought I had a terrible nightmare, but I slowly started remembering everything, and I began to have a panic attack. I woke everyone and tried to find out what happened. My groomsmen were extremely dismissive and not taking it seriously, but I pressed until one of them admitted that they thought it would be funny to convince one of the bridesmaids to take me back to her room and give me one more night of fun before I become trapped. I lost my poop and freaked out. I left without them and have been staying with my cousin until I figure out what to do next. I called my fiancée and told her I needed to postpone the wedding. I needed time to think. The boys and my fiancée have been blowing up my phone. I've only been responding to my fiancée and reassuring her that it's not her, it's something with me. I sent one text 1 week later to my boys group chat telling them they were all uninvited. I obviously told my fiancée about this but didn't explain why. She, her family, and all the relatives of my friends have been calling me a complete and blowing up my phone nonstop about the issue. The only people who know what happened are me, the boys, and my cousin. I don't have any other family. And my best man said he had no idea what they were up to and feels like poop for not being there to stop or protect me. I feel so lost. I haven't slept for days. I can't eat. I can't think. I can't breathe. I can't even look my fiancée in the face. I keep making excuses about why I'm staying with my cousin and the "I'm working through something" response. I feel sick every time I text her because I cheated. Even though I didn't want it, I finished and I feel like a horrible person. It feels like I regressed, and with my history, I can't trust myself anymore, and how can I expect my fiancée to?